Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. This is a great place for Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, and a ton of other gig workers to come together to learn how to make more money. So in today's video, we are talking about what to do when your Uber passenger or Lyft passenger throws up in your vehicle. And if you've been driving Uber or Lyft for a while, you've probably run into this scenario. So I'm gonna cover exactly what you should do. And yes, you can get money if this happens. So stay tuned to watch the full video so you know what to do in this situation. Maybe you're a new driver and you're like, I want to drive, but I just don't want to deal with throw up. And I've heard that complaint so many times, but I'm going to tell you, there's an easy way to combat this, okay? Before I get started, I want to thank our sponsor, Solo. Solo is an app that actually provides Uber and Lyft drivers and gig workers with guaranteed pay. So if you go out and drive and you don't make, you only make a little bit of money, they're gonna basically cover the difference. They have a really awesome guaranteed pay feature. They also do mileage tracking, automated mileage tracking, so you don't even have to worry about tracking your miles. They do it for you. They do estimated tax projections. They're gonna tell you how much you might owe in taxes. They have a whole lot of other awesome things. So check out Solo with my link below. Oh yeah, and when you use our unique link, they're actually gonna just give you 15 bucks just for signing up and trying their app out. They have a free version. They have other paid versions that does unlock, the guaranteed pay feature and the mileage tracking, but they do have a completely free version. Check it out, 15 bucks just for signing up. And when you gotta link your gig account and go into your wallet and type in your Venmo or PayPal so you can get paid, okay? And that's how you get paid out on all the other ways on their app as well. So without further ado, let's get started. So what do you do when a Uber passenger or Lyft passenger throws up? Well, stop you right there, Dylan. Firstly, I'll talk about preventing it. Well, firstly, I just want to say, get prepared that it might happen at some point, okay? It's not the end of the world, okay? This is another reason why when you're driving Uber, when you sign up to drive for Uber, you don't want to use the car that is your dream car and you care about so much, because when you have people getting in your car, I mean, just literally think about it. You got people literally walking around the streets. God knows what's on those streets. A lot of dirty stuff's on those streets. People walk in with their shoes on. They go in, they get in your car. People's butts are sitting on your seats, like your seats that you own, those back seats. You got a lot of strangers in your car. You get people making out in your car. People doing some weird things in your car. People eating in your car. People drinking, spilling stuff, leaving trash in your car. They are gonna abuse your car. That's just the reality of driving for Uber and Lyft. And bringing in dust and bringing in gross stuff. I mean, people walk around and they hop in your car. You got tons of people in and out of your car. So what you wanna firstly do is make sure you're using a car that you're not absolutely in love with. You should love your car. I guess you don't really should love your car. You should have your emotions outside of your investments, right? So firstly, yeah, just use a car that's, slightly used, and if something happens to it, it's okay. You get a couple scratches on it, it's no big deal. That's your ideal car. Secondly, another preparation tip, have a couple bags in your car, literally trash bags. If you want to buy throw-up bags, you totally can, but you go to Ralph's, grocery store, whatever, Walmart, have some bags, keep them in your car. You also want to keep napkins in your car too for other spills, but we're talking about throw-up today. So what happens when, really you shouldn't ever really have somebody throw up in your car. What you should do it's mostly gonna happen when you have either drunk passengers or people who just simply get car sick, right? Some people literally can't help it. They're totally sober, tober. You're driving them and for whatever reason, they don't like your driving style or they just happen to get sick. And I've gotten into Ubers and they're kind of driving around a little, it's they're obviously comfortable in their car and it's that's not how I drive my car. So it's throwing me off and I start to feel sick, literally car sick. And I'm I don't get car sick very often. So you might get somebody to do that. Now, if you notice your passenger is making noises oh, I don't feel good, you, by the way, you can deny a passenger at any time. You can kick them out of your car if you want. If you say, hey, you know what, like, you sound too sick, I don't want you to throw up in my car. You can, you know, kick them out, I guess. Like, please drop them off in a safe area though, or pull over and say, hey, you know, do you need to use the restroom? And then, okay, so that's if somebody's sober. If somebody's totally drunk, at that point, here's what you want to do. If you don't want somebody to throw up in your car, I always do this, and I would say over 99% of drivers do not do this. I always keep my doors locked when at pickup. Always keep my doors locked. I started doing this every single time. Keep my doors locked, pull up to the bar, and I roll down the window, or you know, the pickup location. Roll down the window, I say, hey, are you here for an Uber? They say yes. I say, okay, what's your name? I make them tell me their name. I don't ever assume I have the correct passenger. I've run into issues before. So many drivers have. Kidnappings, people, you know, getting the wrong rides, doing you know, transporting somebody, and then all of a sudden you realize you have the wrong passenger, whatever. Anyways, I always keep, and this is a pro tip too, when you keep your doors locked and roll down the window, you can kind of suss them out. I've denied passengers because of this, and otherwise they would have been in my car already. I had a guy pull up I pulled up to this house one time. This guy had a dog. I don't like taking dogs. I'm allergic to dogs. Was not a service animal. Didn't have a, you know, vest on. It was just a little, you know, poodle he was holding. And I'm allergic to dogs. I don't want a dog here in my car. I don't want to deal with it. I was like, I'm denying you, bro. And he's trying to open up my door. And I said, hey, you know, sorry, I don't accept dogs. And it was, I would have probably accepted him but it was not even from his own account. Like, he was telling me his name and it wasn't matching the name on the app. And so I was kind of like concerned for my safety. But a lot of times you'll get those people, they'll just hop right in your car. And then, you know, once they're in your car, it's way harder to kick them out. So you can do this with drunk people too. If somebody's way too drunk and like, I mean talking about like falling over, like they're passed out, like they got like alcohol poisoning, like they should probably be at the hospital, like maybe they're even ordering a ride to the hospital, like maybe, I don't know, it's up to you if you want to take that ride. But if you really don't want to take that ride, you can deny them for any reason. You know, if they're being mean to you too, if they're being rude to you, they're like, you know, that's why you want to keep your doors locked, roll down your window, and, you know, kind of suss them out. That's what I call the sussing out phase, so you can deny them. And if they get in your car, or if you end up accepting them and they're, you know, somebody's really quiet, let's just say that way, and you might want to say, hey, are you okay over there? And you say, hey, you know, if you really need to throw up, let me know. I'll be happy to pull over. And literally what you want to do, guys, is be ready to pull over and have them open their door and, you know, go in a bush or whatever, or go in a bathroom, go into drop them off at a Taco Bell. And at that point you can choose to, you know, like let them go, or, you know, carry on with the ride. I've heard stories of drivers who pull over at a stop sign, they throw up, they keep going, he pulls over again, they throw up, like literally outside. Now, what happens if somebody throws up in your car? Number one, you want to remind them, hey, I have trash bags just in case, you know, please grab onto one so you know you're ready if you do have to throw up. Number two is if they do throw up on your seats or on your car, you want to take photos immediately. Do not clean it first. I know you'd be tempted to try to wash it or clean it, or maybe they'll even try to wash it or clean it. Say, take photos as soon as it happens, because you're going to send that in and you're going to get them charged with like $150 to sometimes $300 cleaning fee, because that's going to cover the cost of you detailing your car. You're going to go to a place, get your car detailed, take a photo of that receipt, upload that, and they should reimburse you. Now, Uber and Lyft's policies change on this all the time, but it should at least be $100, okay? That should cover the cost of a good detail from a place that, you know, they're gonna steam clean your seats, they're gonna wash your tires, they're gonna wash the outside of your car, so it's almost like an added perk. You get not a free detail, because, you know, it's a pain in the butt. But again, this shouldn't happen very often, maybe once in 1,000 rides, or, you know, if you're good about it and you're prepared and you're ready to pull over, maybe once in 2,000, 3,000 rides, right? So anyways, that's my advice on how to do it. You have to you have to provide photos, and yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure that's it. But yeah, sorry, that was a long video, but I just wanted to cover all the bases so that way if you're a new driver, hopefully that put you at ease with the whole throw up situation, because I know a lot of people, are, afraid of that. But yeah, that's the update on what to do. And again, check out Solo down below. If you are a gig worker, download it, get your $15, link your gig account, go into your wallet in the account, type in your Venmo or your PayPal, they'll pay you out. Those come out every Tuesday, and you can sign up, get started, check out their guarantee pay feature, their mileage tracking, and a whole lot more ways to boost your income with Solo. Link below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye now.